Beans and okras are very similar crops when it comes to their growing process. And as you may know, they both can give you their green straight vertical pods after the same time around the 10th week. And it's remarkable to notice that even the process of the two plants to fruit are actually very similar as well. They give first the flowers that will lead to the plant to produce the pod. And also, what is true is that both the two plants, the okras and the beans, are warm season plants and very intolerant of the cold. Here I want to share one big mistake that I made that you should really avoid. Look and see how beautiful my two crops are really growing up. I worked hard planting, watering, even fertilizing for months, actually for 2 to 3 months. And after doing all these things, look carefully, my okras and my beans are having trouble to give the pods. And why is this all happening? I call it the lack of timing respect. Yes, always put the right crops at the right moment. And this is very important for you to not risk your whole harvest after having worked the whole season. And for us to reach this goal of timing respect, we have many tools. The first tool that I really like to use is Google. And there are even other sources made by other creators that can help us to know which crops to plant at what particular season or what particular moment. And the thing is also that we must take in consideration the area where we are growing food. About the sources to help us to plant the right crops at the right season, I did make a video that I will put the link in the description to remind us the importance of us to always Google and know what we can plant in this or that other season in the area where we are living. So that is actually the error, the mistake that I made that is making me now at the risk of losing all my crops, because as you can see, my okras are struggling to give the pod. Even my beans are giving poor yielding, and I'm starting to see what I should do, because now it's already winter just started and my pods are not fully developed and they are not even really out till at this moment when I have to find myself with the winter that has started already. Yes, normally now it should be the harvest time already, because as I said in the beginning, okras and beans can start to produce the pod on the 3rd month. It is true that I well knew that I had just enough time for my crops of okras and beans to be able to give me some harvest. But I took a chance because I wanted them badly, and I said to myself, maybe I will have that opportunity to be able to harvest something. And I was seeing only in the situation with the beans, because the beans can give you the pods once and then die, but with the okras you can harvest them multiple times on the same season. What really escaped my attention is the fact that in the end of the fall season, in the end of autumn, I was forgetting that it's gonna get already cold, and these two crops, the lady's fingers, the okra and the beans, they don't cope with the cold rightly, especially when it's the fruiting period. At this particular moment, the crops for warm season, they need a lot of energy from the sun and they need the warmth for them to be able to produce the pods. So this is what escaped my attention. It was the autumn, but a very hot autumn, and I was forgetting the fact that usually in the end of the autumn, the beginning of winter, so the temperature drops usually. I just want to share with you how I did put my harvest at risk, and you can see by yourself how these two plants are not giving yet their pods and winter is already there. Another problem is that my greenhouses are already filled with other crops, and I don't have another shade to give to these two plants for them to produce their pods and for me to be able to reap what I did grow. See by yourself how it's giving poorly even the flowers. So with the okras, for example, when it gives the flower, the pod will follow the going up of the flowers. But you can see very clearly here that even the flowers are not opening up, giving the place to the pod to come out. And some of the pods, as you can see, are struggling to start giving at least their heads, but normally after 2-3 days you will see the pod already out, but it's like stuck. That is why look yourself how now I'm starting to try to create some acceptable conditions for them to grow on fruiting. I am putting them now under the shade. I created a kind of environment using the plastics. Maybe they will give them the warmth that they need for them to start giving some fruit, the okras and even also the beans. I will update you in the next video if it will work or not, but please, I want just to remind you of the fact that we must always make sure with Google and other sources which crops to plant at which particular season for us to not risk of failing to harvest from the hard work that we did do in planting our food. Thank you, Olala friends. This is the first part about this subject. Please remember to always check with Google. We have a free tool to use. Check with Google or other sources that you can have. We have a lot of calendars made by other farmers and gardeners that can help us to know in what particular moment to put which kind of crops. Thank you very much. This is the subject I wanted to share with you. I will not forget to leave in the description below the link about the short that I did for us to know how to respect the timing for the crops that we are putting in the soil. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and to like, even to share, because it's very important for farmers and gardeners to respect this, to avoid failing their crops, and even worse than that, to miss a whole harvest because of the lack of the timing or respect. Don't forget to comment, come in the comment section to share what you know about this subject, and even your questions will be welcome for us to discuss about it. Thank you very much. Meet you in the second part of this video, where I will update you about the actual situation that I shared with you. Like, please, and subscribe to be able to see the second part, if the plastics will make the beans and the okras to come out or not. See you in our next video.